So this is the new microphone, which is somewhat longer than the last microphone and a lot thinner, but it's still looking very nice. It has a good weight to it. I think it's 800 grams if I remember rightly, and I've not even used it yet. Hopefully there's a guy waiting on channel to give me a radio check and maybe adjust some of the settings. Let's see what happens. I'm advised to set the mic gain around 25, but I'm going to set it on 35. And there's not really much else I can do about the modulation. We'll see what the bass and treble, TX, we'll go on FM, and let's set them bass and treble, both set on 0, and we'll just see how it goes from there. Right, we'll give the guy a shout, see if anybody's on channel. It's a bit weird that it's so long really, but oh, and of course we have to switch it on, which is this switch here, I believe. The LED, which you can't see, flashes just once to let you know if the battery's okay, and apparently you can 300 hours on one battery have the microphone on for. So let's turn the volume up a bit. Find my PTT. And a good afternoon. Is anybody on channel? Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Is anybody on frequency? Mr. H, maybe? Well, he's not on frequency, so we'll try again in a few minutes. GoPro, stop recording. GoPro, stop recording. So I've just sent a guy a quick message. Hopefully he's on channel now. We'll see what happens. Hello, good afternoon. Is anybody on frequency?
It's your service, matey. Good afternoon, John.
Hey, good afternoon. I'm making a very short YouTube video over this. This is the first time I've switched the microphone on, and you're the first person I've spoken to. Could you tell me whether it needs to be louder or quieter?
John. It sounds a lot better than the other mic.
Should I turn the volume up? I mean, the mic gain is on like 38, and yesterday it was on 100. Should I turn the mic gain higher or lower, or is the volume okay?
For me it's okay, John, but we can try put it a little higher for you. We can test it. That's why we're on frequency.
I think there might be somebody else on frequency. I've got the mic gain on 45%. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, perfectly, John. No problem. No distortion at all. Yeah, it sounds good.
Now I've turned it to 45%. Has my audio gone louder, or was it just the same as when we started talking?
Not so many different, John, but there is other stations on this frequency too. Maybe can we go one channel up?
If you 27070, no problem.
We go.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah. Hey, that's okay, Joe. Perfect.
Yeah, I'm not receiving you so well on this channel. I can still hear you, but I just need a bit more information. I can adjust the bass and the treble with this microphone. Would you suggest I turn the treble up, or the bass up, or the treble down, or the bass down? What would you suggest, you know, just to make it that little bit better?
Yeah, for me it sounds okay, John. But let's test. Put some high volume to the mic. Something more high. Let's test it.
I've turned the treble up to number 3. Has that made any difference on the modulation?
Yes, it sounds fine, John. For me it's okay with treble, with some it's okay for me. But if you have the difficult to hear me, we can change another frequency later on and we go.
Yeah, it's funny, you know, yesterday when we were speaking, I had like 6. And now it's gone back up to 9, the QRM. I don't know, can we maybe 27,450 is normally a bit quieter, 27,450.
Okay, no.
Well, this sounds very promising up to now. Better than the Heil, as he says. And this was €80 complete. The Heil retails for 180. Yes, hello, can you hear me?
John, are you here? 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I can hear you okay. Can you hear me okay? Over?
Yeah, of course, John. Very loud and clear. You got the test point from the Republic of Ireland, so to speak, in sort of contest.
I know it's a bit difficult, and I won't ask you many more questions. But what is the biggest difference from my microphone I bought a few days ago and this microphone? In just a couple of words, how would you rate the difference between the two microphones? Over?
For me, John, it's up to 80-90% in a good sense. Your audio is very clear and loud now. Let's try another test, John. Put some bass in it. We have the opportunity for it.
Okay, I've got to go into the menus, so it's going to take 10 seconds or so. But I'll leave the treble up and I'll turn the bass up a little bit also. Just a moment. So now the bass, or the treble is on 3, which seems to be an improvement. I've now turned the bass up to number 3. I think that might be a bit too much, but we'll see what he says. Yeah, Mr. H, I've got the treble now on +3, and I've also got the bass on +3. I'm really curious if there's any difference.
Yes, it is absolutely. Yeah, it sounds perfect. We can still try some other settings, no problem for me, but it sounds perfect in my ears. And by the way, if we finish the testing, we can go to upper side vent, how it works over there, John.
You know, it's as if you read my mind. Can we just flick it onto USB and we'll see how it goes from there, if that can?
Of course, there we go.
And a very good afternoon, Mr. H. It's always strange speaking on USB after you've been speaking on FM. I find the voices are so strange. Do you copy it over?
Yes, I do copy it, John. A little bit softer than before. I don't know how much power you use, but it's a bit softer over here.
Yeah, it's funny. I don't hear. Actually, I'm peaking on 20 watts on sideband. Possibly I need to be on a bit more power actually. I'm just going to turn the power up a little bit. I've just turned the power up, I'm peaking on 40 watts. Has that made a difference?
The signal is a bit stronger, John, but not a lot of difference it makes. No.
Can I ask you, what, are you on the lower setting or the middle setting?
I'm on low, John. I will put it to middle setting.
Right, he's on 10 watts and I was going to go to 50.
So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm on the middle settings, John, and the middle settings is 50 watts, 50 watts. Is it better?
Yeah, not so much on the signal strength, but it gives your audio such a nice boost. It really cuts out all that crackling. And in fact, this is going to be put onto YouTube later today, so you'll be able to listen for yourself what you sound like through my speaker. But that's fantastic. Could you just go back to FM for a minute?
Yes, I'm going to back to FM, John. And by the way, I put it back to 10 watts better. Okay, back to FM. Here are my great friends. Just let me check my SWR. Just a second. Give me 1.2. That's perfect.
Wow, that's fantastic. I'm now on about, what would that be, 17 watts at the moment on FM, and yeah, my SWR, yeah, my needle doesn't even move. It's that low. I'm using a Gainmaster 5/8 wave, and these aerials, you just wouldn't believe. You put it up within 3 minutes. You just put the sections together, and that's it. There's no SWR to set. It's all set at the factory, and from pretty much 26,500 up to 28, the SWR is almost perfect. Fantastic aerials.
Yeah, that's great. Oh, I'm still on 50 watts. I guess leave it for a second. Yeah, that's perfectly, John. If I go up some high frequency, I must make them SWR is up quite a bit, John. I have a kind of match over here, but I don't use it. It's not wired to the radio. But that's great for the high gain, John. It works from 36,500 or what did you say? Up to 2800. That's great.
Yeah, I'm really happy. I'm going to be moving it to another place soon. I was saying, hopefully, when I get my my license, and then I get my 3-element 20-meter Yagi, I need to then rehouse the Gainmaster, and I've got a great place for it. Kind of at the end. It's a long story, but it's going to be in a much better place, I'm sure, and out of the way of everything. But that's another story. I'll just be back in 1 second, Mr. Ace. Just a moment.
Roger.
So it seems that this works, well, he said 80% better than the Heil microphone. Make your own conclusion. He said it's louder, it's clearer. I've turned the treble and bass onto 3, and what we're on here now, we're on the mic gain's 45, but obviously that depends on the acoustics of your room, also with your bass and treble. But €80, you've heard it yourself. Maybe I can speak to somebody else and get another radio check, but I'm not sure that's worth filming. Anyway, you've heard it for yourself. On the ICOM 7300, this Rode M3 seems to work fine, and €80 brand new. I've seen them second hand for €45, and they're really built like a tank. These things are solid, like if you see other YouTube videos about these microphones from people who know far more than I do. Anyway, it's up to you. €80, or possibly you could find a microphone even less, or you spend the sort of money that Heil and Shaw and other manufacturers ask. Yeah, that's my 2 cents worth. Have a nice day. GoPro, stop recording. GoPro, stop recording.